What is up, my friends? John here with SoCal Outdoor Adventure. It is great to be back with you. In today's video, we are going to be talking about we're going to be doing a knife review. I haven't done one of these for quite some time. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about this particular knife right here. This knife right here is the Gerber Haul. Let's check it out. Waiting for my water to come to a nice rolling boil so I can make me a nice cup of coffee. While that's waiting, let's go ahead and talk about a knife here. So today we're going to talk about this knife right here, and this is the Gerber Haul. I picked this knife up at my local Ace hardware store. This is a very, very nice knife, and I have to say that I'm actually been pretty impressed with how well this knife has been holding up compared to some other knives that I typically carry when it comes to a pocket knife. So let's go ahead and check this guy out. So first off, let's go ahead and pop it open. Oop, I locked it. There we go. So this is our knife blade right here. This is the Gerber Haul, and as you can see, this is a very interesting knife. The blade steel itself is going to be made out of 5CR15 movie stainless steel. The handle is a nylon glass filled nylon with coyote brown. Handle's very, very comfortable to the touch and the hand, and it's done a very great job when it comes to slicing and dicing, and it's also done a great job as well as when it comes to working with wood. You've got a drop point blade, dual thumb studs on both sides. You've got a very nice pocket clip right here, and you've also got a lanyard hold in case you want to throw some paracord into this particular knife. Now, one thing I do want to go ahead and talk about here, I'm going to go ahead and close the blade up right here. I want to go ahead and talk about the plunge lock system. As you can see, hopefully you guys can see that there's a plunge lock. Let's see, there it is. So if you guys can see, there's a plunge lock system. So right now it's currently set for red. So red means you're dead, but if you push it in, the blade, it does lock your blade, and then there's no way to open the blade once it's locked, but when you put it back to red, you're able to go ahead and flip it up, and then voila, your knife does open up very smoothly. And then the plunge lock system allows you to go ahead and close the blade back in. Very simple, and you can easily do this with one hand. It's good for righties or lefties. So let's go ahead and go over some of the things that I like and I dislike about this knife. First thing, let's talk about the likes. First off, the materials of the handle as well as the blade is very, very nice. I've only had to sharpen this particular blade once. It did not come sharp, so I put a razor sharp edge on it using my sharpener that I have, and I have to say it did a very great job. This 5CR15 movie stainless steel is very simple and very easy to work with when it comes to sharpening the blade. So, and I also love the plunge lock system. The plunge lock system makes it so easy to be able to just pop it open. And also too, while the blade is open, if you want to be extra safe, you can use the plunge lock right here, push it down, and then the blade actually locks in. So I can't even close it while it's locked. So that's really cool. Another pro to this particular knife is the spine of the knife. Now, this is a very big surprise, and I'll tell you why. I've seen and I've owned a few different types of pocket knives, and one of the things that always kind of cracks me up the most is that most of those knives don't have a 90-degree spine. Well, guess what? The Gerber Haul has a 90-degree spine, if you can believe that. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my Ultimates, or my ferro rod right here, and check this out. As you can see, 90-degree spine gives a really good, this knife with this 90-degree spine gives really great job at giving some good sparks off of a ferro rod. So obviously if I had my other ferro rod with me, it would be a better demonstration. Actually, you know what? Let me do it this way here. Let's pull the ferro rod off of my sheath here for my other knife that I have with me today. And let's see how well it does with this one here. Very nice. Gives you a nice good shower of sparks. And the blade's locked. I was going to go and push it in. And I'm going to go and close it up here. And then before we get back to the review, and my water has now come to a boil. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off the pot here and get ready to make us some coffee. That's my sugar. Now, unfortunately, the one thing I actually forgot to bring with me was my coffee creamer. But that's okay. Black coffee with a little bit of black coffee with sugar should be fine for me. I'm going to go ahead and give this a stir here. Okay, we'll let that sit for about a minute before I go ahead and prepare to press it. Alright, let's go back to the Gerber Haul here. So, price-wise, when it comes to the Gerber Haul, you are looking anywhere between $40 to $50 for this particular knife. I bought this at Ace Hardware again, and I paid about $39.99 for this particular knife. Online and on ace.com, I actually bought another one of these knives, and I bought it for my nephew, and that was around $44.99. And then the last time I saw this on Amazon, it was going for around $60, so that is a little bit high. But if you have an Ace Hardware near you, you may want to check it out to see if they have this knife there. It's honestly worth the money. Let's talk about the pros and cons about this particular knife. First pro, I love the fact that the knife does have a 90-degree spine, so it makes it a lot easier. So if I take this knife with me out into the woods, and let's say, for example, I'm hauling with me my Moore 2000, the Moore 2000 does not have an 90-degree spine, and sometimes I forget to bring a striker. So I love the fact that I can bust this knife out and actually use it to go ahead, strike my ferro rod, and be able to have a fire, or even turn on my pot here, my stove here, to make me some coffee. The second pro I like about this knife is going to be the belt clip. The belt clip is very, very deep, and it rides very, very nicely. I would show you guys, but unfortunately the sun is actually overhead right now, so it's going to hit me pretty hard, and it's not going to really look good at this particular camera angle, so I need to move the camera around. So next chance I get, I will definitely show you how this guy looks here with this particular. Let me go ahead and do my coffee here real quick. Another pro I actually do like about the knife too as well is that it's very simple to use, and it's not hard to, you know, open up and close. I mean, when the knife is unlocked in red mode, it does open up very simply, and then the plunge lock allows you to close the knife. And I've done this multiple times, and so far I have not had any issues with this guy whatsoever. And this has done phenomenal, job. Also too, another good thing about the plunge lock system is that when the plunge lock is closed, the knife will not pop open when it's in your pocket. But one thing you do need to remember is that you do need to make sure that the plunge lock system is open before you go ahead and open the knife. I'm going to go ahead and get this guy down here. Oh, perfect. Let's have a look at this. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks very good. All right, let's go ahead and then pour some coffee here. I know a lot of you guys like to see coffee being poured. It's a little nostalgic moment here. Oh yeah. That was my coffee. That's my sugar. Want to make sure I have enough for another cup. Go ahead and take the glove off here and have a sip. Ooh, very hot. But very, very good. Yum. Fantastic. Alright, let's get back to the review of the Gerber Haul. And then let's see, what else as far as the pros go. The other pro I actually do like about, another pro I love about this knife too is the handle materials. When the blade is open, the handle is very comfortable in the hands with. And I'm going to go ahead and show you here. I'm going to throw this glove on. So without gloves or with gloves, I still have a very good grip on this knife right here, and I can still use it. So I definitely like the fact I can grip that knife pretty good with or without gloves. Let's talk about the cons of this particular knife. So a few cons, nothing major. Not the lanyard hole. We'll talk about that in a minute. Excuse me. The belt clip of this particular knife is not ambidextrous, so I cannot take the belt clip off and move it over to the other side of the blade, so that way I can go so this is not it's not ambidextrous for those of you guys who are left-handed. So if you are left-handed, I do apologize. I mean, this knife is not, the belt clip on this knife is not ambidextrous. Another con to this knife is going to be the lanyard. Now granted, the lanyard is made out of a stainless steel, but I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see if I can get it there in focus. Hopefully you guys can, but if you notice, the lanyard kind of pops out just a smidge. So it's not fully flush to the actual knife itself for some strange reason. I got no idea why. So that is a minor con, but it's a minor con. It's not really a big con. And that's pretty much it as far as the pros and cons of this particular knife. I actually really do like this knife. Rating 9 out of 10. A rating of a 1 out of 10 on this particular knife. I would definitely have to give this one at least a 9, only because, one, the lanyard is not ambidextrous, so if you are a person who is a lefty, you can't move this to the left side of your knife to carry it on your left hand side. And another thing, and the other reason for that is because the lanyard of this particular, the lanyard on this knife is not fully flush to the handle of the blade of the knife. So that's pretty much the reason why I gave this blade a 9 out of 10. But do I believe that this is a great knife, a great pocket knife to have? It's not a great pocket knife, but this is very, very doable. And another major pro to this particular knife, especially when it comes to Gerber, is the fact that the knife in question does have a 90-degree spine. So if you are looking for a pocket knife as a spare backup with a 90-degree spine, so that way you can go and strike a ferro rod if you need to, this can honestly work for you. I think this will be a great tool to have. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of the Gerber Haul. This was definitely a great blade to have, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give it a like, and if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. And if you're not currently subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos to come, and click on that bell icon to be notified for the next video. I hope you guys enjoy the review of the Gerber Haul, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Until next time, take care and have a great day, and thanks for watching. Now get outside, go have an adventure. So long.